Now, during the day, once the sun is out around noon, when I talked to the rescue workers, the temperature there was 0, which is still quite cold, but I guess bearable. As we speak, not had
to restore the power supply. It is estimated that the power can be restored by the end of today, and all these affected people can stay warm in the tents. And also, for the Xigaze City, has also allocated and appropriated food and other daily necessities to the Xizang County, the Tulin village officials coming here, and also they bring them waters and a quilt to make sure that these people can stay warm in the afternoon. So that is my update from Xizang County. Please stay tuned with us. Everything is in order. And after so here we could see for the West North flew to the epicenter. And also the PLA and the local armed places inspection and control the medical team to race to the epicenter. Right now for the Xigaze City, blankets, the folding beds and quilts, so that they can provide the daily necessities to the local people. And also in the Xizang township, we could see we have 3 groups of the armed places for the rescue work by the armed places, and 2 people inside of the household. And going forward, we will spare no efforts for the relief and the rescue work, and we will provide more medical services and to make sure that for all the affected people, they can spend the night warmly. And also the second group of the Western Theater Command have over 800 people, and they're at a standby position, and at any time they can race to the epicenter to conduct their work. And also 2 helicopters are also ready and stand by. And the third group of people are expected to arrive at 7 p.m. to the epicenter. In order to ensure have a great number of afters of the energy of the earthquake. So in general, after a strong quake occurs, and we will have relatively minor aftershocks. So in general, as for the magnitude of the aftershocks are close place for like a few months, but some of them will take us for years. And in China, we have divided the earthquake into 3 categories. The first one is the isolated part, meaning that after a separate major earthquake, we have very few earthquakes. And the second, meaning that we have relatively minor aftershock after the major shock. And the third one is the multiple aftershock. According to the calculation, in the Chinese mainland, 80% of the earthquake are isolated type of the earthquake, meaning that 80% of the earthquake that is above the magnitude 5, the aftershock will be lower than the magnitude 5. So what shall we do if we face the aftershock? So according to the experts, we have to stay alert. So first of all, we have to prevent the secondary disaster, for example, the landsliding, the collapse of the water reservoir. And when we are choosing place to set up all of these temporary shelters, we have to stay away of those dangerous places. And before the authorities have a thorough check of the household. Even though your house seem not to collapse, but it is very dangerous, you have to raise your awareness and try our best to protect ourselves and reduce the casualty. According to the latest situation, and by 5 p.m., we have recorded 19 aftershocks. And which of them are all above? We are glad to be joined by Ms. Zhang, and she will tell us more information about the weather conditions. From this map, you could see that in the eastern side, it is quite cloudy. And maybe we were expecting to have a rainy and snowy days in this area. And in the epicenter, we could see the sky is quite clear. And the lowest temperature is about the -7 Celsius degree. The highest one is the 5 Celsius degree. However, we are seeing that in Xizang Autonomous Region. Well, going next, actually, unfortunately, we will have a big drop of the temperature and also the drop of the snow, especially in the southern and the eastern part of the Xizang Autonomous Region, the epicenter. And we would say we are expecting to have a very clear sky, a very good weather. But still, we have to pay attention to the strong wind. General wind on the 9th of January. We have to pay special attention to the strong wind. And this time, the epicenter is located in a high altitude place. So any reminders to the local people? Well, first of all, I have just mentioned, we have to be aware of the temperature, especially in the epicenter. We see a big fluctuation of the temperature, especially big differences of the temperature in the daytime versus nighttime. So in the evening, the lowest temperature is about -10 Celsius degree. And especially in late night, it will be extremely low temperature. We have to make sure that we can provide heating services to the local people and also be cautious about the use of fire. And because of the weather changes, this will also pose a lot of challenge to the local conditions and our rescue work. Thank you very much. And in the upcoming days, maybe we are expecting to have a low temperature and also strong wind. So make sure stay yourself warm. And that is my part from the Weather Forecast Center. Thank you. 6.8 magnitude hitting Xizang Autonomous Region, the Dingri County. And as of now, we are seeing that we have recorded about 19 times of the aftershocks. All of them are above the magnitude 3. And at about like 9:42 a.m., we have recorded the highest magnitude of the aftershock. So also within the 10 kilometers of the epicenter, we have about like 3 major water reservoirs. And also we are seeing that right now we don't see much danger in the operation of some of these water reservoirs. And this afternoon for the Xigaze City, they have held a press conference. So according to the report, 95 people found dead and 130 people found injured because of the earthquake. And also the Financial Ministry of China has also allocated 100 million yuan to provide support of the disaster relief. We have to do what we can to prevent the secondary disasters and to make all our efforts for the rescue and the relief. And since the occurrence of the earthquake, and the China Red Cross Society has also allocated over 4,600 pieces of the daily necessities to ensure the livelihood of the affected people. And also we are evaluating the situation in the affected region. After the occurrence of the earthquake, the Western Theater Command has dispatched 3 groups of the rescue forces. The first group of the soldiers have taken Y-20 to flew to